All right, people, we are here at Forest Lawn Cemetery in Maplewood, Minnesota. And the reason why I'm here today is for this particular spot right here that you see. Right here, next to this grave marker. And the reason why I'm here is because there's an interesting story. There are two sisters buried here named Lydia and Zada Judd. They lived in the early 1900s and late 1800s in an area which was called Witches Woods, which was off of Beebe Road, east of Beebe Road by Holloway, off of Larpenteur. And during that time, they had lived out in a two-story house with their mother, just the three of them, out in the woods. And at the time, they were they were recluses. The sisters had worked for the St. Paul City District as teachers. I think Lydia or Zada might have been a principal at one point. Well, these people were very religious. They were Jehovah's Witnesses. The townspeople kind of thought of them as being kind of strange. You know, they didn't talk to anybody, and nobody ever really came or went from the house. In fact, nobody had seen the sister Lydia or the mother in decades. Only Zada would leave the house. And when she would come out and about, she was dressed from head to toe in complete black. She'd have religious pamphlets and was quite odd. Now, in 1940, it was around 1940, I believe, 41, BB Laboratories, which was south of their property, wanted to buy the land, and they got the land. They wanted the sisters and their mother gone. Well, the girls didn't want to leave, and by 1942, Ramsey County sheriffs were advised to go out there and pull these women from the property. Now, when they went out there, when they finally got back in the woods to this house, what they found was about 5,000 pounds of trash scattered from ceiling to floor in this place that they had took out in about one day. The mother, who had not been seen in decades, she was never found. People claim and say that the sisters probably had buried her somewhere on the property. Well, she was never found. Lydia and Zada were taken from the house and put in what was called Anchor State Hospital at the time. And Lydia had passed away in 1950 and Zada passed away in 1958. And here I am at Forest Lawn Cemetery, and this is where these women were buried, right here. And unfortunately, I talked to the people here, and it was hard to find this, and there are no markers. He dug down a little bit right here, and he said this is where they would have been buried, right here. So right here is where Lydia and Zada Judd of Witches Woods are buried. And yeah, sometimes people don't get stones, I guess, and these women, they're buried here, both the sisters. They're here in 26-1, lot 38, grave 3 and 4. So I just wanted to come out and tell this story because a lot of people don't even know about it. In fact, the kid that came out here and dug this up for me here to try to find a plaque, he's from the area and didn't know anything about it. So here we are, just telling the story of Lydia and Zada Judd, the Witches Woods women. And pretty spooky story, pretty cool. But here they are. They're here at Forest Lawn Cemetery. And all right, people, take care and keep haunting and keep looking.